Hey everybody, real quick, before I get into the intro and everything, I just want to say if you're watching this tonight, which is Christmas night, still a few hours in the night, some of you may watch it tonight. Merry Christmas. Hope that it's a good day so far. For most of you who will probably watch this the day after Christmas, hope you had a Merry Christmas. And as New Year's approaches, Happy New Year. Just wanted to give you quick housekeeping before I actually get into the meat of this video, which it was a very, very bizarre Christmas day for us and for a lot of people, I suspect. Probably a lot of people more bizarre than for us. But quick housekeeping: while you're at home today or tomorrow, or out on the road, if hopefully not running too hard for a lot of you drivers, if you could do us a huge favor. If you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, obviously do that first. We do all of our vlogs in order of our journey, so there's a lot of backstory you might be missing if you're watching this and not subscribing. 2, click the link down below to join our Discord, which is Driver Hub. We have 100 or so drivers on there. It's a great place to collaborate and just hang out, message each other. The third one is the driver lineup social app, which we have almost 300 drivers on there. It is a full social mobile app, so you have profiles, groups, all that good stuff. And then last but not least, I'm not on Facebook. I don't even have a Facebook account, but we are working with Travis Kenley. Jenna kind of helps him, and I think a couple others maybe, run what's kind of on its way to becoming a pretty cool Facebook group for prime drivers, PSD students, trainees. Would it be trainers too, Jenna?
There's some trainers on there.
There's some trainers in there. So if you're looking for kind of a not so aggressive place to hang out on Facebook, I don't think you're gonna get beat down for asking things, which in some of the prime Facebook groups, it can get a little messy. This one's not like that. So that link is below as well. Take some time, if you can, a minute or two, to join those. We'd love to connect with you offline outside of these videos. All right, let me run my intro and I'll come back and tell you about our day. All right, you guys, Eric here, driverlineup.com, world's okayest steering wheel holder, and Jenna. Say hey, Jenna.
Hey, Jenna.
She said hey, Jenna. You guys heard it. She's in the sleeper. We are at the world's emptiest Loves right now. This is a brand spanking new Loves. Very nice. They actually have it laid out differently inside. And it's really nice. I mean, like, if this is the direction Loves is going, like, I'm already a Loves snob, but I'm just telling you, like, even most of the new Loves that we've been in, they don't really change much inside. They're just kind of clean, and they have like wooden paneling and stuff like that. This one, they've actually laid it out differently. Instead of having long shelves, it's all just little, even over on the truck side, just little kind of round shelving units. So it's really nice. Anyway, what a day. I mean, today is Christmas Day, and weird day. I mean, I don't want to be a downer. So don't take this the wrong way. I mean, it was Christmas Day, for our truck. We have our pup and we have each other, so it was merry for us. I got good sleep on the road, which is not a common thing. So I'm merry about that. There was a restaurant that was open. We had Bojangles for the first time ever. What, on a 1 to 10, what would you give Bojangles?
It was really good.
She gives it a really good. Jenna likes chicken fingers. And Bojangles actually does them really, really good. It's not like, like Zaxby's is good too, but Zaxby's, sometimes they feel like undercooked. So Bojangles, the biscuits are bomb. Holy crap. Biscuits are so good. Anyway, I digress. So this morning, Jenna started her drive. She drove through Atlanta. How was the traffic in Atlanta?
Really bizarrely not traffic at all.
No traffic in Atlanta. Early in the morning on a Friday. So rare. So she drove through Atlanta. I woke up somewhere south of Chattanooga. And I pulled up. Pulled up my phone, opened it up, and there was an alert about this bombing, Christmas Day bombing in Nashville. And this is like right whenever, it's still really early. I think Jenna started driving at, well, it wasn't that early. She started driving at like 9 o'clock this morning. I just didn't see it earlier. But there wasn't a whole lot of information. There was like some pictures on Twitter and stuff like that.
Well, when we heard about it on the radio, they made it sound like it was an accident.
That's
They
right.
said
Well,
it was no foul play, an RV.
yeah. So I see these messages, and of course we're going through Nashville. So I told Jenna, I was like, hey, apparently, an RV blew up in downtown Nashville. So she switches it over to news, and it was so ridiculous. Like, they're saying, like she just said, I don't know if you guys could hear her, but like it was not a malicious act or something. Which the news is such crap anyway. I mean, it was such nonsense. So it was unhelpful. There's no good information. So I just kind of rolled over and prepared to go back to sleep. Well, once we got to Chattanooga, Tennessee, or just past Chattanooga, all of our cell phone service went dark. And I mean, like, not like glitchy or pages taking a long time to load up. I'm talking about shut off, cut off, nothing. No 4G, no 1 bar without LTE or anything like that, like nothing. All the way from Chattanooga to Paducah, Kentucky. And it was weird because it's like, now they say the excuse today was that what was the word they used? AT&T's like transfer building or something like that, which is so BS. They have redundancies. What was weird about it is that it's when you like cross a county line, 1 second super fast full bars LTE just outside of Chattanooga, the next second nothing, and then someone flipped a switch and shut down a grid like within a couple 100 miles of any direction in Nashville. Then we got to Paducah, and as we're crossing the bridge, boom, there it is, full bars, LTE. So the second we cross the river into Illinois, all is well. It's like there was just this perfect line a couple 100 miles outside of Nashville in all directions where, it was just dead. No, nothing. Couldn't make phone calls. No text messages, no data, no nothing. So that was a bizarre Christmas day, just a bizarre Christmas day. Now, I slept really good today. In fact, when I woke up,
Good, because your phone wasn't working.
well, my phone wasn't working, but also those of you who have a tough time sleeping, I know a couple of you do in the truck. I've got these. I got these little purple earplugs. I'm totally bloviating on something completely different for a second, but these little purple earplugs. Since I've been wearing those while the truck's moving, I'm able to sleep. So I don't know what it is. Like, I've used other earplugs. I'm just telling you, those earplugs. Maybe I can find out which ones. They're actually made by a a company that makes sleeping pills. So I'll try to find what company makes it. I don't know what it is with.
More comfortable than most.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're just, yeah, they are softer, they're more comfortable. But I'm telling you, with those earplugs, I sleep. It's the most bizarre thing. And she went through a lot of rough roads today. And I had no clue. In fact, I woke up like 75 miles east of Nashville on 24. And I was absolutely puzzled that she had already passed through Nashville. I was just like baffled as to where we were. So I slept really good most of the day. So anyway, that was a side note, but such a weird day, you know. And then, now last year, of course, we drove for Christmas and Christmas Eve, so it's not uncommon for us to be in a nice, big, really nice truck stop with nobody else here. But it just kind of adds to that vibe, you know. I mean, I think probably most Americans have been home all day with their families, opening gifts, doing their thing, you know. But when you're out here on the road, you feel the impact of events in a much more profound way as they're happening, because you are out here alone, you know. You're just in the truck alone. It was the same when COVID started. Everybody stays home, you know. There's these lockdowns for a couple weeks, and we ran our truck through the whole, like the very beginning of it, where it was like I Am Legend out on the road. And you know, they would have these LED signs, do not come out of your home, you know, virus danger, see cdc.gov, you know. And it was just like I remember in Massachusetts driving in the middle of the night, I think I drove for like 2.5 hours without seeing any other vehicle. No truck, no car, nothing. So it's just, you know, so we as truck drivers, I think, felt the onset of COVID in a much different way than most of society. And when something happens like what happens in Nashville, you know, I think most of you probably, if you're at home, you probably saw it on the news or you see it on your phones or something. But when you're out here alone in a truck traveling down the road on Christmas Day and you can't access any information, you can't use your phone for anything, you have no idea what's going on. Outside of satellite radio, but the news isn't telling you shit either, you know. Just a weird, and then you pull into a truck stop and there's nobody here, you know. It's just not, I'm not trying to say it's scary. It's not scary. It's just different. You know, you just experience events that have some sort of an effect on all of us. You experience them differently when you're out here in a truck. So it was just that's all. It was just a strange day. Obviously, you know, it's terrible for Nashville. Fortunately, it sounds like there weren't too many, if any, casualties. Just a couple injuries and a lot of damage, but just strange, you know. But like I said, I mean, we still, all things considered, I mean, we're safe. We're running good. We're making good money. You know, we got a lot to be grateful for. We had a lot of messages from our friends that are also drivers all throughout the day. Lots of comments and things like that. So, still merry for us. I don't say all these things to try and be a downer. I don't want that to be the case. The vibe was just weird. Yeah, Jenna just said the vibe was just weird, and I just want to share that. We're always going to share with you what our day is like. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. The vibe has been very weird all day long. And maybe that's just because we went through Nashville. Maybe it's, you know, you go through 5, 6, 7 hours with just total blackout on your cell service on a day that's already extremely quiet because nobody's on the road. It just has a weird vibe. Bizarre. But just bizarre. Anyway, leave us a comment. Tell us what you did today. or if you watch this later, tell us what you did on Christmas Day. Would love to know your thoughts, love to know what you're up to. And like I said at the very beginning, make sure you click the links below to join us so that we can continue connecting outside of when our videos are up on YouTube. If you're watching this on Christmas Day, again, Merry Christmas. And hope you guys are being safe out there. Make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive. Talk to you soon.